Scarpad here from Scarpad's Comic Treks, bringing you what is the pick of the week for me, the best book I've read this week so far. And it comes from Boom Studios, who, of course, is killing it with all their books. And this is from Al Ewing. We only find them when they're dead. What a great title that is. And what a great book this is, and what an interesting premise this is. Basically, it's a space opera where the society is living off the carcasses, the corpses of dead gods. It seems like these gods, once they go to die, go to like a great god graveyard, like an elephant graveyard in the cosmos. And the society has developed around them that is there to live off the corpses of these dead gods, whether it's harvesting them for protein or meat to eat them, which is kind of a disgusting idea. The weapons, the armor, anything that's on these things, they vie as a society for getting the remains and doing what they will with them. That's how the whole society works. And it's kind of a paranoid society because they can't even talk freely among the crew. There's one crew of a ship we're following, Captain Richter and his crew, can't talk because there's people listening. The society, the other people in the other ships are listening to them, and authorities are gonna constantly raid their ship to make sure they're not taking anything they're not supposed to be taking, because every bit of these society members are vying for certain things on these corpses, and they can only take that, and they can only talk freely among themselves when they go into hyperspace, as we see in the comic. And this is a very interesting premise. Al Ewing, who worked on the Immortal Hulk, and it really made that book what it is once again doing a very interesting story, something out of the norm here, exploring a society. This is almost like a group of cuttlefish who hang on to a whale and live off that whale, live off the different bacteria in a whale. That's what this society is doing. They don't know too much about these gods, but they're living off them. That's how the whole society is built. And it's just a very interesting premise. I mean, I haven't seen anything like that. And I hope, and of course the title suggests we only see these guys when they're dead, and the captain and the ship, they're about ready to go and try to find a living god and find one that's alive for once in their lives. I hope they don't make that a focus of the story, the search for the living god. I hope we also stay with the ragtag fleet in harvesting the different parts, because I think it's fascinating how that society works and how the different caste systems are within that society. So I hope that while we'll see the side story of them going out exploring for a living god, that we'll also get some background and some interesting parts of what the first issue set up. They don't abandon that totally. But this is a very interesting book, and the artwork is fantastic. But this book does go to prove what I said in my digital thing here, is that some of the pages, really like this, is nice to have, because I could never read that on a page. Probably it's so small. But when you're able to, go into it, double tap on it, and then scan the individual boxes and see exactly what they're doing, who they're harvesting a piece of meat there. Yeah, god meat. But when you can do that, it's a lot easier to read and a lot easier to see. So, yeah, we only find them when they're dead. I think that's my pick of the week. And I don't know how many issues it's going to be. I know it's probably a miniseries, maybe 6 issues. I'm really interested to see where it goes. As I said, I hope they focus on this journey to find a living god and explore what these gods are, because they've only known them dead, and then explore that portion of it too, with the dead harvesting and the whole society that goes on there. But very interesting book. My pick of the week. We only find them when they're dead. Great cover, great title. I guess there's some very nice alternate covers of this as well. When you go digital, you won't get those. There's a Ginny Frizen cover, I believe, that I want to see. But, as I said, digital, that's one aspect of digital that's lacking, is you don't get the nice artwork in the other covers. But it's my pick of the week. Great book. Hope you guys can read it too. So this is Scarpad for Scarpad's Comic Treks, coming at you with a review. And keep reading, keep trekking, and we'll catch you next time.